Well, it's official. Van life is over here in Wisconsin. Here in Wisconsin, I split the year into two parts. It's the warm season and the cold season. Once October 15th hits, I start calling it the cold season. And today is now October 17th. But it is supposed to be 75 today, so that's a good thing. Unfortunately, it is that time of year. This van will go from a nice home on wheels to a nice cold metal box sitting in my driveway. So today, I kind of want to talk about what I do in the winter as a part-time van lifer with an uninsulated van. So we were out camping last weekend, and it's kind of a weird feeling knowing that it might be your last camping trip of the season. Waking up in the morning, knowing your last night in the van is over with. Now when I mention the cold season here, generally October 15th to April 15th, here in Wisconsin, that's kind of when things start shutting down, like campgrounds and stuff like that. So that's when people start winterizing their RVs and parking them for the winter, their motorcycles, classic cars, and anything else you can imagine that is a summertime activity. We're pulling boats out of the lakes and piers out of the lakes because that's all going to freeze over before too long. So that's kind of what I mean by the cold season. Also, this starts happening. You get the beautiful colors, but you can see all the leaves falling out of the sky, falling off of this big, beautiful tree here. So in the next couple weeks, you're going to see a lot of the leaves fall off the trees here in south central Wisconsin. So what do we do in the wintertime? When there's no more road trips with the van, there's no more campgrounds, there's no more waking up to the sunrise. Unfortunately, at least for me, winter kind of turns into a waiting game. And if I'm being honest, I kind of go through a van withdrawal. Even during the summer months, after a couple weeks, I have withdrawal and I'm ready to get out in the van and hit the road. And now, if you watch this channel, you know I do not have insulation. I do not have any wood walls. I do not have a diesel heater. All I have here is a thin metal van, though the flooring area is insulated underneath. But what I do have is this little ceramic heater. And believe it or not, this keeps this van pretty warm, down to freezing, even below freezing a little bit. But once the temperatures start getting in the low 20s, into the teens, no way, I'm not doing it. Even if this heater does work, I do not want to be traveling and camping in those conditions anyway. And avoiding extreme conditions is exactly why I did not insulate the van. And also, when the temperatures start getting in the 20s, teens, start pushing zero, well, that's when I start questioning my life choices. Like, what the heck am I doing here? Yes, I love van life, but I don't like frostbite. People will say, hey Joe, why not just insulate? And you know what? Maybe someday I will. But for now, guys, I love the simplicity of this van build. I built it for fair weather travel. Like I often say, I like staying in temperatures between 30 degrees and 90 degrees. So I am really enjoying this simple, functional setup. I also mentioned in another video I did not install a max air fan. You can go check that video out. And with the no insulation, no max air fan, I am not experiencing any complications with this van build. 3 years now on the road. It's just me and the van. Well, until winter shows up. So what do I do in the winter? That is the question. What do I do when I can't get out and travel in my van? Winter for me is kind of thinking about the next trip, thinking about the next project, and frankly, just dreaming about getting out on the road. After a couple months without traveling in the van, I start to get fairly impatient. And I spend a lot more time in that place than I would like to. So during the winter, and this is actually all season, we're always thinking about little upgrades we can do, how to improve the van. Usually just little simple things we can change. I did set up a portable air conditioner in this thing the past summer, so we could get out on some hotter days. It works pretty good for local travel because we carry it in our car when we go camping as well, so we got 2 vehicles. But if we're just out and about in the van only, we're not going to carry the AC, so we still don't have a great solution for hot weather camping, which is fine because like I always say, we don't want to be out in that weather anyway. But I still scratch my head a little bit. Can I figure out a little better AC solution? I mean, what we have works, but I'm always thinking about how we can improve something. But for the most part, I spend my winter wishing that I was out there on the road somewhere. In the wintertime, I do a lot of waiting around for warmer temperatures, for late winter and early spring to show up, because we usually head south during that time of year. So yes, I spend a lot of winter looking out the damn window. But what I really wish I had for winter, I wish my shop over there was big enough to fit this van inside of it. Unfortunately, the height of the van right here is taller than my garage door opening right here. And yes, I looked into opening that door up, but I do not have the room for it, unfortunately. By the way, it is a bit breezy today, but it is a gorgeous fall day here in Wisconsin. Another reason I wish I could get a bigger van in here, I am actually itching to do another van build. I did build this minivan out a few years back, and I tore that build out. If I get antsy, I can always put a build in there, because that thing will definitely fit in my shop. But I'm not sure it's worth it, as that van is getting kind of old. But I think I would do it just to make some van content for you guys. Show you how to build out a simple minivan. Because I still definitely think a minivan is a great option, especially for a solo traveler. And those you'll be a little better off in the wintertime if you're running a little heater. Actually, that'll probably roast you right out of a minivan, because they have just enough insulation built right into them. Here comes the difficult part. What kind of content do I make for my YouTube channel during the winter months? Just because I'm not out there traveling as much, that doesn't mean the van content is gonna stop. During the winter months, maybe it'll be a good opportunity to get into some more real talk about van life and traveling as a whole. I know some places out there in the world, they're kind of cracking down on van life and nomad life. So them are topics I'm also interested in. And I kind of have been showing you guys this beautiful area. This is my backyard. I was actually thinking of making a van camping video in my backyard. I actually think that could be pretty cool. It's a good way to enjoy van camping when you don't have a lot of time to travel, and especially this time of year when a lot of campgrounds are shut down. Even though it is a cold season, we will still experience some warmer days. I got a nice fire pit here right in front of the van, a nice level spot. We can set up a picnic table, fire up the grill on the fire and cook some steaks. Maybe wait for a colder evening. I can test out that ceramic heater like I mentioned earlier. Maybe a little ambiance, some music as well. So stay tuned for that. Not sure it'll happen, but I'll try making it happen. It's just life gets so freaking busy sometimes, you know? But I will say this, guys. I sure the heck ain't going out camping in extreme cold temperatures. I'm not running a survival channel here. Even though you will see me push myself, I do like challenges. So, up here, up north, van life, it doesn't really end. It just kind of hibernates. And as always, I will hopefully make it through another cold season. Before you know it, we'll be able to open up these doors again, smell the spring, smell the freedom. And until then, well, I don't drink coffee, but you should keep your coffee warm and keep the ideas coming. I hope you guys plan to stick around here for winter, and we will navigate this cold season together. Now, if you are also from a cold state, like I am here in Wisconsin, maybe you're in Michigan, Minnesota, Maine, wherever it may be, drop a comment below. I'm kind of curious, what do you guys do in the off season? Is your van insulated? Do you just park your van? Do you suffer through the winter weather and keep going anyway? Or do you just get the heck out of the cold state and go somewhere warm? I'd be interested to see what you guys are doing. Drop a comment below. If you guys are still here, I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you want to ride out this winter with me, I will still be here making YouTube videos. Some of it will be van content. Some of it will be other stuff. By the way, guys, I did just trail hike a marathon, and I used this van as my aid station. And let me tell you guys, it worked out freaking awesome. And I made a video of that challenge. You guys should go check it out. It's just my last video. Anyway, guys, let's get through this cold season together. Hopefully, late winter, spring, we will be headed down south, chasing warmer temperatures. But you know what, guys? For now, I got stuff to do. I'm sure you do too. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you all next time. Take care.
It's a cold season again, standing in the cold, cold wind. It's the cold season again, standing in the cold, cold wind. I'll try to survive another winter with these old bones. I'll try to survive